Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning into another Rena K YouTube video. So I'm hiding in my cold dark basement from the heat and disease outside, and I've been spending a lot of my free time on Twitter scrolling, either laughing, cringing, or getting angry. And the other day I saw something really wholesome and sweet that I actually wanted to share here and make a video out of. So I saw this little post that I retweeted, and it says, on another note, if any of you are looking for something to do, these sweet people would love a new pen pal. And it's pictures of people in an assisted living care place in Arizona, and they have their address and you can send cards to them. So I'm gonna make some cards for them. I encourage you to do the same. There's going to be a link in the description to the thread and where to send them. We're just gonna use some new stamps from this month's release, and let's get into it. Okay, so the first lovely person that we are going to be making a card for is this woman named Betty. Betty says she loves lipstick and jewelry, and she is requesting someone to be her pen pal. Betty, I'm here for you. Let's make a card. So for our first card, we are going to be using the Timeless Beauty set. And as you can see, I've stamped these with red because that's what we're going to use. I'm gonna make just this cute little card, and I'm gonna try out a technique that I tested out on the card before this, so I hope it works out. So the first thing we're gonna do is stamp the lady on the card. Oh, she's gonna go right there. And then I'm going to be using the Gina K Designs Black Amalgam ink, so I can color it with Gamsol and colored pencil. Perfect. Okay, so next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a piece of cardstock. You can use any color, but I just have these pre-cut pieces nearby. I'm just gonna place it right on top, and I'm gonna line it up with the bottom corner, and then I'm just gonna stamp it again so we can create our little border. You'll see what I mean. Okay, that is good enough. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fussy cut around this one, and then we're gonna be placing that on top of the actual card design so we can use a brush to color over top of it, and it'll just, you'll see, it'll have a nice border, trust me. So I don't know where my good scissors are, but I'm still gonna try to fussy cut this, so bear with me. So that's how she looks, and now what we're going to do is I need a background, like a border piece. Hang on. So now I have it on a piece of paper, just a scrap piece of paper that I can get ink on, and I'm just putting a little bit of tape on the back of this, some adhesive tape, and I'm gonna stick it to my craft mat just to pick up some fuzzies and stuff like that, just so it doesn't permanently stick to the card design piece. Now I'm gonna line up the bottom corner. Just make sure that is lined up enough. It doesn't have to be perfect. And now we're going to take some Gina K Designs Premium Dye ink in Sea Glass, and I'm going to be using a Picket Fence Studio brush. These definitely work better with a big ink pad, but guess who still doesn't have ink pads yet? Me. So I'm just going to softly brush blue all around this. Hopefully Betty likes these colors. Now it's okay if it's not completely opaque. I just want it to look kind of cloudy and dreamy. Now we are going to get some acrylic blocks. I just dropped one. Okay, and we are going to start off with the lipstick because that is what Miss Betty said she likes. And I'm going to be using the Red Velvet Premium Dye ink. Do one down here. Perfect. And I did a specific pattern when I did this on my card, so bear with me for a second. Next we're gonna do the print of lips, so that kind of goes along with the lipstick look. Same color, and I'm just gonna stamp it right onto here. Make sure you leave that scrap piece of paper on that you fussy cut so you don't get any lip prints anywhere that you don't want them. Then I'm gonna do another lipstick. Nice. And then some lips again. Perfect. And now we are going to do the perfume bottle that's in the set, and I'm gonna use my round acrylic block for this. And going along with the same color theme, the red velvet we are going to use on this. And we're gonna place this right here. And then one more up here. Alright, best part. Now we get to peel this off and you get to see how nice that edge looks. Please don't rip. Yes. And that's how smooth that looks. It looks like a background. I love that. And I'm actually going to add a little bit of a lip print up here just to finish off the background. So that is how that looks. And now I am going to be using my Prismacolor pencils and I'm just going to hyperlapse me coloring these in because you guys already know my technique. I use Gamsol and I use circular motions and I color on the outside edges. You got it. So we're just gonna fast forward so we can do more cards. So I finished coloring in and I'm just going to leave the dress white, and all I'm going to do now is stamp a greeting on and mount it, and I'll show you guys the card when it's done. Okay, I changed my mind. I have one more thing I'm going to add to this card. I mounted it on red velvet cardstock and now I'm just going to add some clear quartz solid sequins. So I'm just going to put a little bit of Connect glue around the project. Okay. And that's where we're gonna stop for now. I love how that turned out. And I just like adding a little bit of sparkle to projects like this. But this is gonna go to Betty, and I'm very excited. I'm gonna write a little note in there a little later, and we can move on to the next one. Okay, so next up is Hattie. And she says, "Hey, I'm Hattie. I love men and snacks. Can you be my pen pal?" I too love men and snacks, Hattie, so I'm going to be making you a card today. We are going to be using the brand new Macramade with Love stamp set. I'm a little zoomed in right now, but has all these wonderful knots and ropes, and I'm just going to create a pretty turquoise card with it. And I'm going to start with the big knot, and I'm going to put it like here. We are going to be using Tranquil Teal with this stamp. Okay, and that is our first knot. And I'm going to place it now going the other way. And now I'm going to take this stamp. It's make me think of garlic knots. Alright, and I'm going to put the magnet down here this time. Oh, no! Okay, I restamped it, and now we're going to be using Sea Glass with this solid knot. Okay, and now we're going to do the other side. So that's what we got so far. Okay, so now I'm going to be coloring in the darker ropes here. Okay, so I had to resharpen my pencil for this, but I'm just making like a little braided look. Okay, you want to know my honest opinion? I think that is more trouble than it's worth, and I think I'm just going to color it in. Okay. My hands hurt. So that is what we're looking at right now. I do think that's really cute. It follows no actual realistic color pattern. I just pressed harder on different spots. So now I'm going to stamp my greeting on, and then I think I'm going to add some embellishments as well. So the last thing I think I'm going to do to this card is add some crystalline drops in the color Sparkling Crystal. So that is the finished design layer of the card, and I'm going to carefully place this on top to a card base, and I'll show you it when it's done. And here is the finished card, all mounted and pretty. I love how this one turned out. And now I'm going to do my last card. This one's going to be pretty simple with some white space. This picture made me giggle. It's Miss Lenora, and she said, "Would just like to receive some mail." She is so cute. I'm going to make her a card. I'm glad she gave me creative freedom on this because I'm going to be using the Graceful Greenery set. And I'm just going to be using this pretty border and a greeting, and I'm just going to color it in for you guys. I think I'm just going to speed it up just because it's the same coloring technique, and then I'll show you guys the card when it's done. so here is the finished card. As you can see, I colored it all in with colored pencils and Gamsol, and it's just really simple. And then I added the same clear quartz solid sequins around the border here just to add a little more bling, and it came out way better than I expected. Look at that. Super cute for sure. So this card will be going to Miss Lenora, and yeah, let me get all the cards in frame here. Okay, so here are our finished cards for today. I'm really pleased with how they turned out. I think they're going to be very appreciated to where they're going, and it just felt really good to do these today. I think everyone should send cards more. Cards are very important and very special to receive. So obviously I couldn't make cards for all the people in the thread, so I'm going to be putting a link in the description if you guys are interested in sending any pen pal letters to those that weren't featured in this video. But yeah, so that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, leave a comment or a like and subscribe to my channel. Check out my Instagram. I'll be updating any other projects that I'll be doing this week and just some things that I do in my cosmetology time and time at home. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye!